And we're back with the O&A virus spreading across America on High Voltage 202, coming off the premium, April 2nd. Jim is just in a foul mood. You all right, Jimmy? Jimmy's just very annoyed today. Very annoyed.
I can't see missing Ozzy Osbourne to go down and hear more. And it's not even a reflection on people in D.C. It's not that I don't like them. I do like them. But I just can't see that trade-off as one being better for the radio show than the other. I can't see that.
Right. I agree. I agree with Jimmy.
Ooh. You got tickets for Ozzy at a concert?
No. He's just to get in the studio.
Yeah, he'd be coming in. Imagine sitting down. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Jimmy.
It was just for a half hour to establish that. I mean, obviously I'm an Ozzy freak, but even for somebody else with that magnitude that I wasn't a fan of, I'd still want to do it. If it was Bono, who I don't listen to, I'd still want to do it, obviously, because
even if it was Bono, you're trying to compare Ozzy to Bono.
In a way, yeah. Sure,
Bono is so much more famous than Ozzy.
He is.
So much.
He is, but you
know what?
Whether
you like him or hate him, Bono's on a whole different...
He absolutely is. So what?
Into
What's
a whole
that mean?
different thing.
So is Elton John. Would I rather hang with him or Ozzy? Big deal. So is Queen Elizabeth.
Bono's way bigger than Elton John these days, too.
Sure he is. Of course he is. Most commercial things become very popular. That's the way it works. It's fine. It is what it is.
Have you ever met Ozzy?
Yes.
You have pictures with him, right?
One picture.
One picture.
One photo.
Is it a good shot, or was it blurry?
Not a bad shot. No. Florentine. I was so starstruck I couldn't talk.
This all comes...
Like, get a picture. I'm like,
I'm very suspicious here. This all comes down to the fact that you're not going to get a picture with Ozzy.
No, it's more than that, man.
And you're sacrificing everything else just because you're pissed off that you're not going to get a shot with Ozzy.
Like it's something good to sacrifice?
Yeah, like what?
This is something that's useless.
We still have to go down there and fight the good fight, boys and girls.
We've missed Washington because of snow. It's not like anything's going to get done. I mean, of course I'm thinking of Ozzy, but I don't hide that. I'm not trying to sneak it under the thing like, hey, guys, off the record, I'm an Ozzy fan. Everybody knows that.
Stupid me, I'm under the impression if we do go down there, maybe we could get some things done.
Oof.
Maybe.
Well, you said it.
Let them come here.
I still believe that, we could keep fighting and seeing what happens down there. Get in some of these people's faces and see what's going on.
I totally agree.
Because they're hiding. They're very far away from us right now. It's easy to hide, but you're there and you ask the tough questions in front of them, then maybe we'll get some answers.
We can ask them, hey, look, all right, it's Wednesday and we're here, and Robert Plant is walking around a couple hours. Could you have gotten him in here earlier? Nope, didn't think you could have. There's another one we missed by a few hours. Robert Plant will be down there on Wednesday doing one of their functions. We haven't heard anything about getting him in.
We're not even going to be there Wednesday.
No, we could. Originally we were supposed to go on Tuesday, Wednesday, I thought. Jaime thought Tuesday, Wednesday.
Here it is. I want to know the exact person that wrote the letter that went to the subscribers that didn't have our name on it. If they answer that one question to me, then I will go down again and go to meeting every month, whatever they want us to do. If I don't find out who that was, a name of somebody that wrote that letter, then I'm never going to Washington again. I could be.
Well, you got to explain the whole letter thing, I guess. We sort of touched on it.
What? There was a subscriber letter went out to every subscriber of XM,
which is what 3.5 million about.
Yeah,
3.5 million subscribers.
The rate increase and explaining the fact that you're going to get the online service now included in the package, and you're going to get our program, which was a premium channel, and it's going to be now available to you at the basic subscription rate.
So it said that they're going to get our program in the letter.
No, it said you are going to get high voltage channel, the high voltage channel now, which was a premium channel. The high voltage channel will now be included in the price of your package. And anyone reading that would look at it and go, what? What is that? It does nothing. If there is an XM subscriber in, let's say, Duluth, that was a fan of the Opie and Anthony show, had no clue we're on XM. The guy has XM, but he doesn't know we're there on a premium channel to subscribe to us. Fan of the show, has XM, don't know we're there. All of a sudden he gets this letter. And if he would have seen, oh, Opie and Anthony, wow, that's cool, I'm going to start to listen. Would have helped the show, get more listeners. And guaranteed a situation like that would happen many, many times. But instead, he's going to read this letter and go, Bob Edwards, this, high voltage, but it's going to mean nothing to him.
Oh, they said Bob Edwards, all right?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Because whoever wrote that letter enjoys Bob Edwards, respects Bob Edwards, and feels that that Bob Edwards should be part of XM. Now, whoever wrote that obviously feels that we are pieces of shit that have no business being at this company.
Oh, no, guys, it's not like that.
Yeah, that's what we'll hear. Blah, 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 blah. We'll hear excuses for whoever wrote the letter. For the scumbag who wrote that letter, we'll just hear excuses.
But someone had
They won't know who did it. It's some cosmic smoking cloud that wrote it. It's some corporate something in a corner somewhere. We'll never know who did it. Believe me. They'll never fess up.
But someone had to sign off on the letter.
Yeah, who signed off on it? There's another thing. There's a couple of people involved in that. The person that wrote it, the person that signed off on it. Why wasn't our name included in that?
I don't know. I sent emails.
Decision.
I sent emails right to the top, and no one wrote me back.
Here's the bottom line: corporate America, and this is not XM. This is every corporation is filled with cowards who hide behind the fact that there are 50 people that can possibly be blamed. And this is all companies. No one has the courage.
Yeah.
As a man or as an adult, just to say what they want to say. They all hide behind the fact that they can kind of languish in anonymity. Well, so-and-so did it. I don't know. Gee, no one. And that's why nothing gets done.
We're going to look into
every
seeing
company
who that is. We'll look into see. We'll get back to you on that. I'm going to look into it. I haven't heard boo. I wrote emails. I sent a copy of the letter. I scanned the goddamn thing.
I got that, dude. I
sent it because I wanted everyone to see exactly what I was talking about. I sent it, and I heard, we're going to find out who, wrote that, who wrote that up. No, you know what? Nothing. I got nothing in return. Nothing. And you know what's going to happen when we go to Washington? Nothing. We're going to sit in a room, blah, 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 blah. I just want to come here and do the show. That's all I like doing. I enjoy the shit out of doing radio. I enjoy coming here on a daily basis and doing the show. What I don't enjoy is anything else having to do with corporate America, which includes traveling to their headquarters and sitting in on meetings. Hate it. Hate it. It's a waste of time.
Wow, guys, this is a real downer today.
Well, I don't mind the travel, though. I don't mind going to D.C. I have fun. I really did. I had a good time. We were down there. I kind of like being out of the element a little bit. And the meetings thing just stinks.
Yeah, meetings are...
But the actual travel and, having the Mexican on, it was fun. I mean, that was all right.
The Mad Mexican.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed
one of the good ones down there.
What's that?
He's one of the good ones.
I like him, yeah. That was a fun part of the gig to do.
Yeah.
I'm all for going down there. I even told this to Hope. I've said this. I enjoyed the trip, and I'm more for going down there. Fine. Yeah. Just go to Craigslist, punch in Washington, D.C. Erotic. Doesn't have to be New York. Believe me, wherever I went, there I was, folks. I'm garbage in every city. But if it comes down to that choice, to me, there's just not a choice. It's not, especially because there's nothing going to get done.
Well, it is pretty sad. I think the show could be a lot bigger than it is if we get the right help, the proper help.
Yeah.
People that believe in the show like we believe in it.
We got to do it ourselves, man, and you know that. We've had to do it ourselves the whole time. And we got to keep doing it ourselves. That's it. And the listeners have been great. The listeners, I should have actually hooked up a sticker stop in Baltimore. We had great crowds out there. But they're the ones showing up with stickers at the gigs. It's listeners. It's nobody from any other company. It's the listeners showing up.
I want no part of corporate. I want no part of it. I have no interest in corporate affairs.
Did they really help at NEW, to be honest? I mean, it's the same shit.
It was a constant burden over there, too. I just, they talk about management and talent or whatever you want to call it. I am definitely not on the management side of that whole thing. I enjoy coming in here and doing a show. That's it. That's my job. That's what I like doing. That's what I do. I don't sit in meetings. I'm not good at it.
Why is the name Opie and Anthony not on the channel? I mean, it's a real basic thing, and it's name recognition. It's like that's the name of the show. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Whether you like them or hate their guts, you certainly have heard of them.
Yeah.
Why is that not the name of the channel? Understandable at first. Maybe, look, they wanted to make some car companies. Look, we don't know if these guys are going to self-destruct. Let's be honest, you two don't have the grant. Okay. But here it is. 5 or 6 months into it, it's a dopey radio show, a bunch of people fucking off. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's still about that recognition. Somebody in a car company or something goes, well, no, don't worry, we'll kind of keep it quiet. That's all it is.
Yeah, I hear you guys just fine. I don't know what's up with people. It must be their phone.
All right. What's up, Duke?
Yeah, this is the Duke in Jersey. The other day I called up customer service because I had to redo my little roadie too. And, dude, it took like 7 minutes for them finally to mention that you guys are on XM. First it was, baseball's coming, blah, blah, blah. Keep holding for customer service. Bob Redwood's show is on this channel. Keep holding. Seriously, 7 to 10 minutes maybe did you guys finally get mentioned that you're on there.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Stacy. Hey, Stacy, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I could hear you just fine, too.
All right, good to hear.
I just wanted to tell you that I felt the same way when I read that letter. The first thing I said is, you guys should really be insulted that you're not even mentioned in it.
Yep.
Well,
it's your station. I don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't think we were overreacting because my email exploded, and I try not to exaggerate. It was close to 100 people wrote me personally and said, look at this, or what about this? So then I emailed a few of those to a bunch of the guys because I didn't want to, just stuff their mailbox. I'm like, well, here's a sample of some of the email I'm getting about this one issue. Can somebody explain this to me? And no one wrote me back, so I don't know.
Here's the letter.
Here we go.
I understand why XM distances themselves from you. You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, here's the deal. I'll say it again. Corporate America will argue, well, it's a money issue. It's not in the budget. But there's so many things when you have a radio show that you can promote that doesn't cost a dime.
Yeah.
And this was one of those perfect examples.
This goes out to everybody. It says here, we added 9 sports channels dedicated to ACC, Pac-10, Big Ten college football and basketball, traffic, weather channels covering top 21 markets, XM Public Radio, featuring legendary journalist Bob Edwards.
Oh, they don't just mention the name, they mention him with the channel.
Yeah. Channel and Public Radio, right? XM Public Radio, legendary journalist Bob Edwards, all new music channels, Starbucks Here music channel, XM exclusive music series like Artist Confidential, Then Again Live.
I love you guys. And
all right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Most recently, Major League Baseball to provide play-by-play coverage for every team all season long, beginning this spring, only on XM Radio. And then it goes on to say also on April 2nd, your basic subscription package will expand to include 2 premium services for no additional charge.
Ooh.
XM Radio Online, previously $3.99, and our High Voltage channel, previously $1.99. XM Radio Online provides you access to XM's commercial-free music channels, along with High Voltage, the Bob Edwards Show, comedy, and kids programming over the Internet. So it tells you what you're getting with XM Radio Online, but for us, it's our High Voltage channel. What does that mean? You're looking at that going, $1.99? I'm getting that now as part of my basic subscription package? High Voltage? I'm really getting the High Voltage channel? Who knows what that means? Nobody.
Why would we get on a train and go and look? Why would we deal with this shit? Why?
You got to look people in the eye.
For what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Try to get answers to this stuff.
There's no answers to be got. The answers are obvious. We know the answers.
Voltage.
If they have a problem with the radio show, it's too bad. I mean, well, I don't know. No one is.
That is a blatant.
No one is brave enough to come to us and go, well, here's the problem we have with you guys, and we have absolutely no one helping us, build this this show or this channel. Absolutely no one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to name names today. You know who you are. No one's helping us. No one gives us the answers that we need. And if there is a thing where we need to maybe mold the show differently, make it a little more user-friendly, I would like to at least hear what their opinions are of us. It doesn't mean we would change.
Let's be honest here. You want to talk? Do you think it's serious they're going to send out a letter like this without fucking Howard's name in it?
Oh,
do you think that is going to happen across the street?
Well, that's what sucks, too. There's empty promises because when Howard signed with the Little Doggy Company, I got a phone call from someone that said, look, man, I believe in you guys and the show. I know you guys are funnier, more entertaining, clever, blah, blah, blah. The only problem you guys have is you're not as big as Howard, so it's up to us as a company. We have over a year to make you guys as big as possible. Okay. And then they start talking about, TV commercials and billboards all over the place. Howard signed almost 6 months ago already.
And second and third day you were on.
And nothing has happened. But I did get that call. It's now up to us to make you guys as big as possible before he makes the move to satellite radio.
You know why I can't sit in those friggin' meetings and listen to the commercial spots, and we're going to do this and that, and we're going to advertise, we're putting it in papers, and all that is blah, blah, blah. When you look at a letter that goes out to every subscriber and doesn't have our name, that right there is better than any other advertising that they've come up with so far. If they would have put Opie and Anthony in that letter.
Yep.
It would have been out to millions of people that probably have no clue where we are, what we're doing. They're fans of the show, and that would have helped out.
But nobody knows where it comes from. It's a lie. Yeah. That's my problem with corporate America. People are such groveling cowards. Can somebody just be a man and go, yes, this was so-and-so, this is what happened?
Yeah, where's the person that obviously has a problem with the show? Who is that person?
You know when the show's not funny? When I tell a joke that bombs, there's no mystery as to who just fucking bombed. Because it's out in the open. You understand? That's why I despise that corporate thinking so much. None of you can just stand up and just go, yes, I'm the one who sent it out. Or, yeah, that was Frank. He did it, and this is why.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they hate the fact that we bitch on the air. Any company wouldn't like it. But you don't bitch for no reason when equipment isn't working and you bitch. Well, that's what we do. Sorry, it's an honest radio show. If I can talk about shit on my chest, I can complain about the fucking equipment not working.
You're right.
I want Ozzy.
Maybe that's why they have a problem with the show, because you talk about
shitting on your chest. Sorry.
Sure.
So what? So what? They don't have a problem with somebody who's involved in Watergate, the biggest fucking scandal in the history. You have any problems with baseball? People that are fucking shooting up steroids and encouraging kids to do that? You have a problem with that? A lot of them are beating up their fucking wives. You have a problem with that?
Who beat up their wife?
I don't know, Doc. I don't know.
Oh, Doc Gooden?
I'm just, you understand what I'm saying? I love baseball, whatever. I don't care. But just the fact that I don't want to hear about that content bullshit. Hold everybody to the same level of accountability if that's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There you go. Got this letter. No name on it. And we'll go down in there and have a little chat about that.
And if it was about that, somebody would have told you. Believe me. If it was about things Norton said, somebody would have, believe me, pulled your side, went, dude, that guy, that guaranteed. They would have felt very comfortable doing that behind the scenes. They would have probably done it, I was there, God forbid. But behind the scenes, somebody would have.
It's just liars. They're liars.
Every corporation, dude. Everyone.
Just, little weaselly worms.
It's almost like sometimes certain religious areas have become like these havens for pedophiles who think they're going to, and I'm not even shitting on the church, but they think they're going to just beat their sickness. That's what corporations have become, this haven for people who are too fucking frightened to look you in the face and say what they want to say. That's what corporations, unfortunately, have become.
Yep. Oh. All right, well, we'll go down there and
you have fun.
Look at their faces and...
I'm not dealing with it. I'm really not. I'm not doing a radio bit. You guys go. I will fucking spit on somebody if I know that the guy who wrote fucking Paranoid is up here and could be in studio, but I'm here and we're going to blue sky it, we're going to do this and that, and then, hey, we send you a few stickers. I don't want to hear it. And I like those guys on a personal level. It's almost annoying. I wish I didn't. I'm not going to do it.
Look, I'll take the hit. We'll leave Monday after the show, and we'll go down there for Tuesday and fuck Wednesday. We'll go down there for both fuck days.
Maybe they can get us Robert Plant for Wednesday. How about that?
We'll do that just so we're here on Monday. So we can do the Ozzy thing and have 2 wonderful, glorious days down in Washington to babble about nothing to fucking liars. Great. There we go. And I'll have 24 hours to pack for a 10-day fucking vacation. Wonderful. Great. Fantastic. That's the new plan. Make the fucking reservations for the train and the hotels. We're leaving Monday after the show. I'll get the shit end of the stick on this one.
We have to come back Tuesday.
We have to go to Washington.
We come back Tuesday. Then we can't come back Wednesday. You got to go away.
No. We need 2 days, Jimmy.
Why?
We need 2 days down there. We need 2 days in Washington. 1 day isn't enough to fully absorb the fucking bullshit that they're going to pour out of their faces down there. You need 2 days. 2 days for all that viscous diarrhea to pour down your fucking throat. That's what we need. 2 days. 2 days it is. I'll come back Wednesday after the show.
When do you leave?
Wednesday, I'll unpack my Washington bag and try to pack, looking at a stopwatch. But, fuck it.
Are you trying to get sympathy from the listeners that you only have a day to pack for a 10-day
I have 1 day to pack for a 10-day Caribbean cruise, damn it.
Insane.
You know how hard it is to pack so many clothes for the huge closets in my giant suite?
You know how hard our listeners work? They haven't been away in years, and you're only...
Fuck them, too.
You're only bitching. and the bitch you're trying to get sympathy for is that you only have 24 hours to
pack. For a goddamn Caribbean cruise. I realize how ridiculous it sounds.
You have a piano in your fucking room.
No, I didn't get the one with the piano.
Oh, you didn't get the piano in the room?
I wish I did. Could have my brother playing piano. We could have sang 30 songs.
I'm sitting there listening to you, and then I'm like, no one's going to No one's going to be on your side on this one.
Would you want me to lie about the reasoning that I didn't want to come back Wednesday? I have very important things to do. Nothing.
People understand that. Everybody deals with this crap on the jobs. Nope, there's nobody out there listening that doesn't deal with this crap all the time. It's just frustrating, and it's frustrating for us, and it's frustrating for you on your jobs, whatever it is.
All right.
Like, but no one here wants to just come and pick up a check. It's just like, it's like, why don't you mention the name of the show in the letter, man? It's like, Jesus, come on.
That's easy enough.
Well, that's one of just many things that have happened. Anthony just...
That makes up for a lot of it in my book.
Okay. It's okay. It's water. I don't care. But look.
Anthony just opened some Canada Dry, and it went, and it's all over his lap.
All over his beige
Canada Dry pants wet. Well.
Go ahead, Stan, go down there and just wipe off the front of his trousers.
Wipe off my trousers.
Got it.
Eric from Manhattan, what's up?
Good morning, boys. Good morning there, Sweet Tush.
Hi, Eric from Manhattan.
I got another sample for you. David Justice, first of all, beating up Halle Berry.
Yeah.
She probably deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can take the positives like that if you wish. I mean, hand to hand for David.
One point that I wanted to make. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember any promotion you guys had on NEW? I don't remember any.
No, we used to bitch about NEW, too. Let's not look back with frosted glasses, with golden glasses.
We're not looking through kaleidoscope eyes.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why we got ourselves in so much trouble, because Anthony knew we had to get our names out there. So
I knew.
we started doing these, radio stunts. Then the press picks up on it. We get our names out there a little bit more. More people started listening. Then the stunts had to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until we finally blew ourselves up. Part of that whole thing happened because we were getting no attention from the company and the radio station and no marketing. So Anthony and I, knowing we had to make noise or we were going to be pretty much out of radio.
So these guys are doing the same thing for you. They know how successful you are in NEW, and they're saying, "Listen, these guys they can promote themselves, with a WoW thing and what have you."
They don't want us to start promoting ourselves like we know how to promote ourselves.
Well, maybe that's what you should do.
No, they shouldn't.
You should
do it your way.
You should see my book in front of me with all the brilliant ideas that we could do to get us fired next time. Look at this. It's just chock full of ideas that I will not even read on the air. All right, thanks, Eric. Let's go to Steve in New York. Hey, Steve.
How you doing, guys?
Pretty good.
Steve.
Just going to the last caller. I think the reason why they're not calling it Opie and Anthony program and just high voltage is because they know what you guys can do. And they know that when you blow yourselves up, they don't want to have to change the name of the channel.
Believe me, that
and put two schmucks in there and still call it high voltage.
Well, what bothers me what bothers me the most about the whole name change of the channel, we asked pretty much since day one, and no one has given us an answer. No one has stepped forward and said, no, it's going to be called high voltage, and this is our reasoning. They just don't.
No.
They will not answer these questions for some reason. I don't get it.
Well, we're gonna see. Didn't you talk to so and so and see if so? It's like, can fucking somebody just find something out and just tell you?
And I told XM that high voltage was probably the worst name I've ever heard for the channel.
It's awful.
And the person that picked it was someone that probably shouldn't be involved in programming to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And they called me and said, well, we need to name the channel. Let me know what you think. And I didn't know I had an hour to come up with it. I had an hour.
You didn't go with high voltage?
No,
we were at the Hard Rock when they asked us.
Yeah. Well, no, by the time they got up to the press conference, they already had the thing named. And I'm like, what? You just asked me. If you would have gave us, Anthony and I, a couple days, we would have came up with a bunch of great names. Even if you didn't want the Opie and Anthony thing, we would have still came up with some cool names that would have made more sense than high voltage.
Here's the name of the channel, the Opie and Anthony channel. No one looks at channel names and goes, oh, that's a funny channel name. That's a doozy. No one gives a shit. Channel names are to be informative. That's why. Okay? HBO is home box office. Is that a funny name? No, it's what it is. It's a home box office. It's like a fucking movie theater box office in your fucking house. That's what HBO is. Showtime. It's showtime, folks. Turn it on and watch a show.
Okay. You sound like a lunatic.
I love it.
But that's what titles of channels
agree.
are, to inform you.
I agree wholeheartedly.
What about
Nickelodeon?
What about Comedy Central?
Comedy Central, exactly. The worst, the most complete. How about cancel anything that's edgy, Central? How about fuck Colin Quinn in the ass, who's the funniest guy on that network, Central?
So you don't like Comedy Central as a good name for a channel?
It's actually a fine name for a channel.
How about
you know what it is.
MTV? That's cool.
Music television.
Yes, MTV. It's exactly what it is. It's music, and it's on television. If it was on the radio, it would be called M Radio, but it's not. It's fucking TV.
What about BET?
Exactly.
Black
Entertainment Television, the most honest name of a show, of a channel ever. Yes, that's fantastic.
What about CNN?
Something news.
Cable News Network.
Yes.
Damn guy knows a little bit about everything. It's
Bravo.
amazing.
CNN.
Bravo.
Yes, thank you.
Bravo. Speaking of which, we got an
Black
email.
Stars, a fine channel name.
Oh.
We got an email from a fine listener. From Nicholas. Okay, Nicholas writes, just letting you know that Professor Anthony is my new favorite part of the show.
Professor Anthony.
I think we need some kind of like production stuff made.
Oh, Professor.
Someone write that down. I don't know where Eric went. Did Eric go home? He's so disappointed today.
Why is he disappointed?
Well, Eric's supposed to be kind of my right-hand man in the studio. He's here. Like, shucking and jiving. What is he doing?
Was he shucking and jiving?
He shucks and jives.
Wow.
What are you doing today? I haven't seen you in an hour.
Where are you, sweetie?
What prep work have you been doing?
Prep work?
Stuff for Mr. Skin, other articles that have been coming in. I'm getting all set up for you.
Oh, he's getting everything
You're
set
getting
up.
all
right.
feisty. Jeez.
This kid works.
All right. I'm not used to anyone working around here. I'm sorry. Jesus. Look at those guys getting pissed in there.
Oh, they work hard. Fucking Derek and his friends.
Eric.
Eric and his friends.
Eric, because everyone knows at this point Steve's out to lunch, doesn't listen to anything, so just write a note.
Jesus.
We have this thing we want to start called Professor Anthony. No, Steve just goes, yeah, and just nods his head, yeah. And then, this morning, in the office today, am I wrong?
Oh, boy.
In the office today, you're like, do you want to start this WOW thing? I'm like, we start the thing. We said we're doing it. April is the month of WOW.
Yep.
We had a whole meeting about it, and you casually go, well, what about this WOW thing? We're going to start it in April? I'm like, yes, we should already have production and everything going.
I think Steve just likes making sure.
That's
like
exactly
he knew,
it. It's clarification. It's not idiocy.
I didn't say it was idiocy, but we had a whole meeting about it. That was one that we already signed off on. Like, we should have promos.
I think sometimes you translate my clarification as complete lack of interest and idiocy.
All right, what time?
He didn't say it was idiocy. He just said...
Dude, we said this a week ago, right?
I understand that. I was there.
And there's nothing really on the website yet? There's no production yet?
There's an entire website that says...
Rate My WOW. Yeah. That has nothing to do with what we want to do in April.
I understand that.
On the actual Opie and Anthony program, we want April to be the kickoff of WOW, the start of WOW. It's going to be promos out the ass. We want girls to come down here whenever we're broadcasting to get their pictures. And the girl with the best WOW is going to win a My Five.
I haven't forgotten about the promos.
But we signed off on it.
Okay.
You were like, well, are we still doing that? Still doing that. That was our big thing.
No more questions.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like you know what it is though. It's like
high-strung
when
here.
Command sets
Eric,
up
why
a
are you running
sniper.
away from him? He wasn't going to hit you.
Plows through the door.
Eric is scared shitless when I come in the door.
Why? He's cozy and sweet.
He's wearing a
Very
fucking
bear-like.
shirt that says "Stay cozy." What is he going to do to you?
Canoodle?
He's going to run in and give you a bear hug. That might be a little too tight.
This awful piazza mustache in your neck.
There's more people sporting this mustache. Thank you very much.
We all know he's a big guy, but I think the best he's going to do is just give you a tight bear hug. And maybe paw at you a little bit.
Swat.
A little swat to the face.
Trying to film him on Faces of Death. He just knocks you down and chews your guts.
No, the WOW thing is happening.
Okay.
That's our big thing in April. We come back from vacation. We're off the premium. And we want girls lined up at 7 a.m. to get their pictures taken that morning. But we got to start pre-promoting.
You know what it is, though, Steve? It's like when Command sets up a sniper. You set him up, but then you don't just your discretion take the shot. You got to make sure. You know, you obviously know you're taking the shot. It's up there. You're all taking, but then you got to get that final thing. Taking the shot. Everyone knows the situation.
Yeah.
I see it like Steve's maybe. Just making sure
That's all.
We're going along.
That's all. I'm not turning a deaf ear. I'm not being dismissive. I'm simply just making sure I can have a dozen promos ready by next week.
Steve, I apologize that I said that you're not really listening.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, 10th step.
When he was wrong, he probably admitted it.
And I realize you do a really good job for the radio program, and you work about 18 hours a day, and I was mistaken. I'm sorry.
You afraid I'm going to hit you?
Is this the cuddling after the kick down the stairs?
It really is. That's the abuse.
He just kicked his pregnant girl in the stomach, and now he's rubbing the baby and talking to it. It'll be all right.
I'm trying to be more user-friendly, so I'm sorry. All the hard work you do for the program. I just want to acknowledge it on the program.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think that counseling's doing good for me.
Now go get your fucking shine box.
Okay. So April is the start of WoW, okay? We want to make it bigger than life.
Okay.
All right.
What if girls want to come in before April? What if you have like a couple
March
girls
Madness, right or wrong, Steve? Right or wrong?
March Madness.
Got a lot of offers from girls that want to come in.
Then let's get it going now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today.
Today.
Tomorrow.
But April will be the official kickoff. This will be like the preseason.
That's the grand opening.
Right.
They're going to start allowing customers in March, but April's the official grand opening.
Steve, stay on mic for a second.
Yeah. Ope's talking to Steve.
I want everyone to say something nice to Steve.
Oh,
Anthony?
no, because now it's forced.
Anthony?
No, it's not.
Huh? Steve, I love Steve's sense of humor in his production. I find it very funny, very original.
All right.
Yes.
Boss?
Thank you for making that copy of that CD for me and doing the promos.
Did you hear your new
brilliant.
promo?
Well, no, I haven't heard, but whatever you work, you're brilliant. It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Just brilliant.
Jimmy?
Thank you for concentrating on comedy instead of picking up a hammer and being the sociopath that you were probably meant to be.
It's a very fine line. I've been told that by a number of psychologists that I would be.
Anybody else want to step up to the mic? Eric?
No.
Eric, no.
Eric, you don't want to
Look
say
at Eric,
anything nice
no.
to your fellow
Speak highly
coworker?
about
Nothing to
Steve.
say.
Thank you for my new cartoon character on
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, look at that. Hey.
You're welcome, Eric.
Steve does work about 18 hours a day.
Yes,
He's
he
insane.
does.
And Opie?
I
I
already said it. I started this.
He was very nice. Okay. That was very nice.
It's a little tense in here, and I think I might have
you said
stepped
something
over
nice
the line.
to him?
Yeah, I said
he did.
that I'm sorry I told him that he doesn't listen. And then I want to acknowledge all the fine work he does and all the hours he puts in. And
he does put in a lot of
and
hours.
Enough with the Ramone promos.
Really?
That's the most touching makeup I've seen since Jake hugged Vicky and she put the clothes back in the dresser with her big black eye. Oh, honey, I'm a bum without you in the Ramone promos. Don't go. Don't go.
Don't go.
Oh.
Yeah, WoW season right around the corner. Couldn't be happier, Anthony. Right?
Yes.
I want to play you a little something here.
Ramone, pack my bags. Pack my cruise luggage.
What?
I didn't say anything.
High voltage. High voltage. Zap.
Look,
It's
they didn't
high
even,
voltage.
They didn't even give us a chance. They gave us like an hour to come up with a name.
It should be called high voltage because they don't want to touch it. It's a very appropriate name. They stay away and fence it off.
What are these?
Remember you were mentioning those logos, those XM logos the other day?
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Every promo has to end with the official XM stinger, they're
asked
called?
for it a while ago, and Danny actually came up with these alternate versions of them using audio from you guys.
Oh, all right, let's hear this.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
What is that?
You screaming.
I like that.
It's you screaming to the tune of the XM
Yeah, but
logo sound.
this doesn't make sense to anyone unless we had the original. Does anyone have the original? The
Those are
working
on
it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got it going on.
Kenny.
Well, that's wonderful. Speaking of WoW, Anthony, whip them out Wednesday.
Yes.
Whip them out whenever.
Yeah.
If you need a WoW sticker, just go to opieandanthony.com. Self-addressed stamped envelope. The address is up there. We'll send out WoW stickers.
Sure.
We took that out of the hands of the marketing department down in D.C. because they just, quite frankly, fucked it up.
Didn't do anything.
And they got pissed because we said they fucked it up.
Why would they get pissed?
So then I started forwarding all those emails proving they fucked up.
Yeah. And now they send their envelopes here, and we send them out WoW stickers. It's working great. Thank you.
Because we'll look out for ourselves.
Yeah.
And we got there's a girl doing it, and I might even plug horn. There's a girl at the gig this week in Florida doing a WoW sticker a stop down there. The listeners just come to the table, man. They love doing it.
She helps a lot. She comes to all those gigs.
Speaking of which, we have a friend of the show on the line, Billy Mack. Billy, where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. I'm calling from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hey, Billy.
And Billy does wow sticker stops at his local bar.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
This will get the name out of the show. Thank you, Billy.
Hey, Billy, are you living down there now?
What's that?
Are you living down there?
No, I just come and go as I please, or as if my wife lets me come down.
Okay, cool.
Listen, guys, you're coming in real low, honestly.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
All right, I should have known better. Listen, I want to just thank Steve for putting my wow sticker stuff up on the website. Thank you.
Oh, another nice word about Steve.
Thank you, Billy.
Billy, when is your sticker stop?
Well, now that you ask, it's tomorrow from 4 to 6 at McSorley's Bar, A1A and Sunrise Boulevard. And come in and ask for a sticker, and I'll buy you a beer.
I love this.
Wow.
I love this pinpoint marketing we do.
Yes.
If you just happen to be in this tiny, tiny little bar in the middle of
Pinpoint marketing.
It's called pinpoint marketing.
On the second floor.
God, you know how ridiculous this is? Get a map of the entire United States. That's what we broadcast to.
Yeah.
And you can take one pin, and that actually will represent an entire town easily on a map.
Yeah.
And then look at the rest of the map that has absolutely no pins.
There is not a pin skinny enough to represent the area that will actually be in this sticker stop area.
But
the diameter of a real straight pin covers like hundreds of miles.
And it still looks ridiculous.
If you want to get wow stickers in New York, they'll be in Big Louie's restaurant. They got the old-fashioned chain toilets. We're gonna put the stickers behind it.
Make sure that stickers are back there. I don't want our listeners coming out with their dick in their hands.
Sit down, finish my promotion. Don't fuck around, kid.
Billy, how many people are
nice sticker on the car, Lou.
What's that?
How many people are you expecting at your sticker stop?
Oh, maybe 2,000-3,000, I think.
Wow.
2 or 3 people.
Well, no. It's spring break down here, guys. I got a quick story on that. But before I go, we're also going to do it from 9 to 11 at the same location while you guys are broadcasting live from New York.
Hey, that's just...
Oh, there you go.
And I'm going to see you next week, right? Or this week, right, Billy?
Well, Jimmy, I'll tell you the truth. Whatever leftover stickers I have, I'm going to be hanging around West Palm Beach on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of this month.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I definitely want to see you when I'm down there.
All right, thank you, bro.
See you, bro.
All right, guys, enjoy.
Bye.
Take care. Gene Wilder on TV. We couldn't get Gene Wilder in. One of the greatest comic actors in history.
Well, this show has serious problems.
That's right.
It really does. It really does.
Things will get fixed.
We have a booker that barely gets us guests. We don't have any marketing whatsoever. And not much faith from the gang down in Washington.
If you guys want, I'll go down to the garage and get the van, and I'll go out and do a sticker stop down at the garden or something.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it need gas?
What van?
Yes, there's... Wait, what van?
What van?
There's a van
I
in
thought
Washington.
I thought we had the van downstairs with
We
the
had
pictures on the side.
We had a van with our cartoon characters on the side, but it just sits in a parking lot.
Oh, I was going to go do a stop.
I gave up on that thing, too. I said,
No, that van's very handy. It picks us up from the hotel and brings us to the facility.
I gave up on that. You have no idea that the things I used to fight for that I'm like, all right, well, what you can only talk to a wall long enough. I'm like, why do we have an Opie and Anthony van? Honestly, they probably painted over our faces by now. No, I'm being serious.
Bob Edwards van now.
It's either that or
head actual size.
If I had a guess, and I swear I don't know the answer to this, I bet you it says Major League Baseball on that van now.
Yeah,
which is fine. I mean, it's a huge coup for XM. But we had that van for the first 6 months easily, if not longer, most of the summer. And I said, why is there an Opie and Anthony van with our faces right on the side that has all the info and everything, and it sits in a parking lot day in and day out?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, at least drive it up to New York and just ride it around all day long? How much could that possibly cost besides gas and paying someone like $10 an hour or whatever it would be?
Yeah.
But instead it just sat in a parking lot.
It sits behind
day in
locked
and day out.
gates at the XM complex.
And this is what I mean by, marketing that doesn't cost money or doesn't cost that much money. You know?
Yeah.
You're driving around Manhattan and the suburbs in an Opie and Anthony XM satellite radio van, people are going to notice.
Doing sticker stops and stuff.
But that's, one of just many things I just stopped bitching about to them down there.
Well,
now I don't even answer the phone when they call. It got to that point because I know nothing's going to be done.
And then when you don't do numbers, they blame you guys.
No, we're doing numbers. That's the crazy part about it.
If you don't do what they want, they always blame.
As far as this premium thing goes, it was a huge hit for the company. A huge hit. Unless they're lying to me.
No, they're not lying.
They had said it was a huge hit. That we did much more than they expected, and that was the problem. Because we were doing so much more than they expected, they're like, those guys are fine. We'll concentrate on something else here at XM. And my argument is, well, if you really focused on us, those numbers would have been even more impressive.
Well, the van is good when they pick you up, though, from the hotel. It's always good that they can just go, the people, this is who we're driving. This is who we're driving. That's
I like it because I come out of the hotel, and I'm like, what van do I get in? Like, I don't know. There's one over there. There's a van over there. Oh, there's me. There's me. I get into the van with me. And I know. And I get in, and it's the right van. So that's handy. It's good to have the van down there for that.
Sure.
You guys are celebrities. You should be driven around in a van, in a limo, in a town car.
Dude, let's slow
think
down.
we are Rich Voss?
Yes.
No, in a town car.
A van isn't bad when you're going. You get 5 guys with production going to the studio. That's okay.
The best van story, though, they pick us up at our hotel. It was like 4:30 in the morning. We're driving through the ghetto, and our faces are on the side of this thing, right? And one of us yells out, "Oh, wow, a shooting."
Yeah.
A shooting was going down. Guns drawn. Did we actually see bullets fly? I don't think so. I don't know. We were inside the van. I don't know. But there were cops all on their knees pointing guns at this storefront. So one of us yelled, I think it was me because I was in the front seat. I go, shooting. So the person driving the van stops to check it out.
Yeah, it's always a good thing.
And my point was, shooting, get the fuck out of here. You don't stop when you see a shooting going on.
Why did the car slow down after the first shot?
Absolutely. And there's no way we would have allowed an umbrella to be opened in D.C. like that. No way. You would have felt an Army presence there. It's a triangulation of crossfire. You shoot at one big head on the van, and I shoot the guy in marketing who ain't doing nothing else.
I think they might have just got rid of their marketing department down there.
Really?
I think so, yeah, because
cool.
Maybe they were just trying to save money. I don't know. That's what I have to assume at this point.
And no one thinks that baseball shouldn't be promoted. Everybody knows how great it is that they got baseball. I mean, I'm psyched. Hopefully we can get some... we doing any road work when vacation's over? Any places we're going that we've announced or no?
No.
Not yet? Okay.
I haven't. Dan C. from Hoboken, Anthony's Apollo air conditioning van saw more of the tri-state area than O&A's XM van, which is very true. And then Gary from Hackensack seems to be very angry. Hey, girls, come over to my work. I'll make you cry. Just try on 6-day weeks, 10 hours a day, not 3 hours a day. Yeah, and also he's under the impression we're just doing 3 hours of radio a day because we start at 7 now. Because this idiot Gary S. from Hackensack, this idiot doesn't listen enough to know that we're on from 7 to 11 Eastern now. And it's not 3 hours. We're extending the show an hour on the tail end. We start at 7. We end at 11 Eastern time. You stupid ass.
Plus the 6 a.m. hour is going to be really good best of stuff that a lot of people haven't heard.
3 hours, he said.
With us doing, the bumpers in there.
Instead of high voltage, it should be called, hold on, people, maximum crying.
Oh. That's terrific. That's terrific.
Welcome to the real world. I'd love 2 days off. What, like a weekend?
We lived in the real world. What are you talking about,
Not
stupid?
my problem.
Anthony did air conditioning. I did fucking warehouse work.
Yeah.
And Opie knew some people that did that stuff, too.
Hey, I was a caddy.
A caddy. Winning that caddy tournament, that's what's important.
I was a caddy for 12 years.
Caddy for 12 years?
I was a caddy for 12 years, and then I worked in a video store until I got fired because my friends would come in and we'd all watch, porno. And we got caught because some mom was trying to pick out a kid flick with her little kid.
You're doing anything this weekend? How would you like to come to my house and pack my bags for a cruise? Okay, Pookie.
Mom walked in around a video, and there's you and your friends, and she's like, why is there a cracker on the floor?
The old circle jerk. That old gag.
I wanted to play something for you because we're going to kick off WOW officially
It's
in the
Gary,
month of April.
Gary S., it sure isn't my problem that you've gotten yourself in such a rut that you have to work 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. Jesus Christ, even when I was working for a living, I was busting my balls, but I figured out a way where I wouldn't have to work that much.
Yeah.
My God, man, relax a bit.
Well, we just know the show is really, really good, and we want to expose it to other people. That's all.
But they think you just because you're doing 4 hours, like there's no other crap involved, no prep work, no years of, anxiety and being turned down and all the you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just that couple of hours. That, oh, look at that. Oh, look, you work an hour on stage. I said, yeah, try to get on stage. Try to get those gigs. And it's just, everybody thinks it's so goddamn easy.
Everyone has their cross to bear, don't they?
I know,
That's
I'm telling
right.
you.
Everyone has their Star of David to bear.
That's right.
Yes.
Everyone's got their cross to throw on somebody who was supposed to lead them.
Can I play this thing?
Sure.
I want to play this thing.
Play the thing.
PJ, hi, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hi.
How you doing this morning?
1,200
years of this misery.
I mean, I don't know what this guy wants from me.
And they've been talking about say that they really, actually rip you off.
How can I honestly say anybody rips me off? I mean, when I hear the same exact bits done, that's how I say it.
I mean, what about WOW? That's totally their idea.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There's something new.
Well, and then...
There's something new. You know what? I used to do that in Washington, D.C. Tell him, Fred. I used to have people tie bandanas around their cars so that women would take their clothes off in the cars. Dude, get with it.
All right, well, I mean...
Give me an original idea.
Well,
Come
what about,
on.
I mean, I know.
I used to have my listeners tie a bandana around their car. I mean, I've done it all.
What about going off on...
I
totally know that's you.
All right, okay, whatever. I got to go. Please, I don't really want to get into a discussion like this.
He's so delusional.
That is really funny.
See,
Someone found the clip.
Yeah, that's something we couldn't play on the old show because of the gag order that he placed on us.
How do you tie a bandana around your car? That's a great one. That's a big bandana.
What's the matter? My car has cancer.
People throwing frisbees to their cars, jump and grab it.
God, just showing your age, man. You can't even tie bandanas to antennas anymore.
An antenna. It's all hippied out. You honk the horn, it's like, beep, beep.
Dude.
Honk, dude.
He's so delusional.
Oh, man.
Just admit it.
Bandana
WOW is
on
such
the
an
car.
original idea.
I invented everything. I've done it all. He even said, I've done it all. Wow.
Even the stuff that's going to be invented, I
I've
did
done it
already.
all. There's no original
I went into
ideas.
a time machine
Everyone
and I
should
already
just
did it.
kill themselves. Right. I've done it all. I was the first one to do anything. Marconi ripped me off, Robin. Remember the what was that thing called? .. Morse code. It was Howard code earlier. The guy ripped me off. I invented SOS. Robin. What a complete jackass. He's the guy. Wow. Wow. He invented WOW. And it had nothing to do with Whip 'em Out Wednesday or WOW. It was tying a bandana around your car. Thank you, Howard.
And what were we supposed to do if you saw,
I don't know. He didn't really explain it very well.
Of course he's not going to explain.
If someone had a bandana tied around their car somehow, girls would get naked in the car? Was that what it wasn't even flashed. Yeah, girls would get naked. They're driving, taking their clothes off, crashing into abutments, Robin. I invented traffic accidents.
A bandana around an antenna. That reminds me of something else I've heard. It's called the fucking flag. That's not exactly somebody's fucking invention.
I invented that, Robin. They say Betsy Ross did that. I sewed the stars on. Ooh, it was all me.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I honestly don't care.
I
don't care.
I invented the bandana. Was me. What a delusional man. He just invented everything. Oh, Jimmy just...
That's dead.
Oh, yeah? Dead on arrival?
No, I tell you.
You want to throw me the little can of Lysol?
There's no smell to it at all. I took a dump last night.
You're taking us out of our thing, though.
I'm certainly not.
One fart and you're taking us out of our thing.
I invented farting, Robin. There you go. Tied it right back.
All right, there you go. There you go.
No one farted on the radio before me. I ain't got nothing.
Just want to play that. We weren't allowed to play that in the old days, or we'd get fired.
What do you mean? Wait, you mean there was a clip from the same company you couldn't play on your old show?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember those days?
We've always been up against this crap that we're
What about
dealing
freedom
with
of speech,
today.
though?
Huh?
What about freedom of speech?
Oh, now you're fighting for freedom of speech, Robin? That's me. I'm the first one to ever fight for the freedom of speech. It's the Howard Amendment. They changed it. What an ass. What a delusional jackass.
He's still yelling and screaming about freedom of speech and all that, but he had his own employees gagged.
Yeah.
Or fellow employees, I should say. But no, it was right, his own employees, because he ran the whole company.
Yeah.
That's why everyone else at the little doggy company, We're already getting reports.
Oh, we get the phone calls.
We have so many friends over there, and they're all calling, emailing, secretly going, we're all miserable.
It's getting
it's
ugly
all
over
about
here.
Howard.
It's getting
and everything
ugly.
else is being cut. Budgets are being cut. People are being fired. You know, people asked us, wouldn't you want to work at the same place with Howard and Mel? I'm like, no, not at all, because, you know, it's all about Howard. There's going to be no attention given to any. You think we're in a bad spot here with XM? You know, I still believe that we'll work some things out here. Over there, forget it. If your name's not Howard Stern, you're fucked. Completely fucked.
It ain't my worry. It's not even my worry if you come with me to Satellite. I don't care. I'll give a rat's ass.
He doesn't care.
All right, we should take a break.
Is this true?
I have to tinkle.
Frank is saying Colin called Howard from Iraq yesterday.
Possibly. Bobby Kelly left me a message. He said the one wow didn't work. Bob tried to call in, but he couldn't call in here.
Oh, because we changed the hotline, right?
Yeah, they tried to call.
Good.
Bobby left me a message on my cell phone
Tried
yesterday.
calling from Iraq.
From Iraq in Baghdad. Nice. I'm sure he and Colin may have been together.
Yeah.
But Bobby did leave me a message.
This is how much we stink. Even the friends of the show are starting to call over to his program instead. That's great.
Great.
Jesus Christ.
Well, maybe they couldn't get through here. I mean, it's very possible they were going to call in here as well and just could not get through because of the hotline number change or whatever it was.
I mean, you know, I like Colin, but I think he would call, unfortunately, Howie before he would call us, which is kind of sad to hear.
I think he'd call both. Colin's not going to let anybody tell him where he can go, where he can't go, and Colin's very open. I'm telling you, I know him. You're incorrect about that one.
Does he have the numbers?
In a second.
Ben?
In a second.
Would he have the numbers?
Bob has the numbers. Bob Kelly has the numbers.
And Bob's with Colin.
He's got the new number?
Bob left me a cell message. Because
he might not. They switched the numbers when he was in Iraq,
right,
so he might not have it.
So there's no forward from the old number to the new number a week later. So we missed a call from at least from Bob, and I'm going to suppose they were together from Baghdad yesterday or 2 days ago.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything until I know if they have the right number, because those guys are cool.
Colin's, if anything, he's fucking open. He never hides, man. Colin always says what he wants to say.
Yeah, Colin's the guy that gets shit on. He's not the person doing the shit on.
Absolutely not.
All right, we'll step aside. We actually got a lot of stuff to still do.
Yeah, we do enough with our bitching today. Jesus.
We got fat groups that are going after the show Fat Actress. Got some really good audio clips about that. It's very, very funny.
That's really going to annoy me.
And we got Mr. Skin standing by. He'll be calling in from MrSkin.com.
Ooh.
Oh, the Professor Anthony. I was starting to read this.
What
we
was
went
that?
off on another tangent. You got a moment?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Did you write this down? We want like a whole Professor...
I got a couple hours.
All right, we want a Professor Anthony, production piece.
A production piece?
When Anthony goes into this type of thing.
Professor.
Yeah, an email from Nicholas. He writes, just letting you know that Professor Anthony is my new favorite part of the show. So very informative. Is there any way that Anthony could explain what causes the sky to be blue? Or what type of clouds are associated with the weather phenomenon known as monster rain?
Clouds with monster rain?
Well, from what I've been told, the sky being blue is technically just a reflection of the ocean and the certain atmospheric things.
No,
that's really not
not
it.
really the ocean.
No,
it has to do with
the
gases that make up our atmosphere and the way that it diffuses and refracts and reflects certain light from the sun. And that makes the sky appear as blue.
Right, but I'm saying that the ocean is there, too.
It is, indeed, there, the ocean.
I just had a man explain to me why the sky was blue. I'm 36. I just want to lay in Anthony's lap and be knowledged and learned.
Bad smell, bad language, and now bad jokes. This is the freakiest show I've ever been party to.
Because we're perverts.
Really?
Stupid.
So you know it's good.
That's why we love doing this radio show.
Right. Okay, terrific.
Time to put your mouth where our balls are.
Buckle up, kids. It's cool.
Let's just put it this way.
Sexual harassment, mostly.
Just shut up. I was so offended. Don't listen, you twat. Hit her over the head with a shovel.
If you did that, I would make love to you right now.
Come on. People that get their news from